Here's a radical idea. Your hair isn't just something you wear. It's the first thing your eyes notice about you, and the way it sits on your head can either lift your whole face or drag it down. The secret isn't in a new shade or a miracle product. It's in 3 cuts that quietly shave years off your luck. And 3 that can make you look a decade older if you're not. When you ask for it, tell your stylist you want a bob with soft, face-framing layers, movement rather than structure, and a little longer rather than cut sharply. Those words, movement, frames, longer, are the ones your stylist will hear and translate into a flattering result. Cut number 2, the textured pixie with length. On top. I know, pixie cuts have a reputation, but this is not the short, severe look of the past. Think of a pixie that stays close on the sides and back, but invites life and lift. Up top, the top has length, texture, and intention. Why that matters? Volume at the crown changes how your eye reads your whole face. When there's height and movement on top, your eyes travel upward, and that upward pull makes the face look refreshed, awake, and lifted. Anyone with fine or thinning hair, this is a game changer because the contrast of close sides and textured lifted top creates visible fullness where you want it most. Texture means more than just choppiness. It's intentional variation. At the ends, a little piecey, a little imperfect, in a controlled way. To get it, ask your stylist for a pixie with length kept on top, a gentle disconnect from the sides, and textured ends. The goal is not a stiff, all-one-length look, but a cut that moves, breathes, and keeps your features in the spotlight. Cut number 3, the long shag with face-framing layers. Yes, long hair can be incredibly flattering after 60 if you do it correctly. The shag is not a flat, lifeless cascade. It's a sophisticated weaving of layers that start somewhere high, often at the crown, and descend in a cascade of varied lengths. The reason this works is texture. Varied lengths create motion and bounce, and it's that movement that brings light to the face and it's that movement that brings light to the face and that movement that brings light to the face and it's that movement that brings light to the face and if you have waves or natural texture, a long shag can feel almost effortless in the morning because the cut wants to play with what you've got rather than fight it. Ask for a long shag with curtain bangs or gentle face-framing layers and tell your stylist you want the layers to start from the crown. That detail, that starting point, changes the whole silhouette from flat to alive. Now we pivot to a deeper conversation about what a haircut can do and what it can't. 2. The 3 cuts that age your face. Cut number 1 in this less flattering trio is the overly short, ultra-tidy cut that hugs the head with no texture. There is a place for a precise, low-profile cut, even a pixie, but there's a difference between sharp and flat. When the hair sits so close and so uniformly that it lies flat against the skull, softness disappears. The angles of your face become more pronounced. The fine lines and feathered shadows around the cheeks and jawline sharpen, and suddenly the head shape becomes the focal point rather than your features. It's not that you can't wear short hair after 60. It's that this particular version strips away the necessary movement and makes every contour a highlight. If you're tempted by something short, push for a version with texture, with some lift on top, with movement in the ends. There are kinder routes to the same goal, freshness without harshness. Cut number 2, the blunt one-length cut with a heavy, straight-across fringe. This is the boxy frame that tries to be simple, but ends up strict. The problem isn't the idea of a single length. It's the lack of variation. A cut that ends up all the same length, every strand doing the same job, can flatten the face and push attention to the parts you'd rather soften. A strong, straight fringe can press the eyes into the same line, and the weight of the rest of the hair can pull facial features downward. Of mature faces need lift and a little air around the eyes, not a cut that reinforces gravity. If you want a straighter look, ask for a tailored approach. Keep the length, but introduce a gentle, piecey texture at the ends, and soften the fringe so it's not a blunt rectangle. The goal is a cut that guides the eye without pinning it down. Cut number 3. The very long, sleek, straight lock that drags the eye downward. Long hair can be stunning at any age, but when it's too heavy, it can feel overwhelming. Too uniform and too close to the scalp for comfort, it can feel like a weight on the face. The line from the crown to the tips becomes a single straight stroke that doesn't bounce or catch the light. It can flatten the cheeks, pull attention to the chin, and give the illusion of length where you might not want length. The antidote isn't to cut shorter indiscriminately, it's to add movement, volume, and a touch of texture so the light can dance across the surface. If you're drawn to length, keep some shape, soft layers, a gentle bend, a staggered end that creates a tiny breeze of movement. The aim is not to ruin long hair, but to give it a shape that flatters rather than weighs down. If you're watching this and you're thinking, okay, I've had some of these cuts, you're not alone. Not alone. Hair is personal, and aging is universal, but your hair can be a smart ally at every stage of life. The trick is to see it as a design, an accessory, a frame for your face, rather than a separate thing that lives on top of it. So, how do you translate this into a real salon visit? Here are 3 practical moves you can take to ensure you walk out with the right cut for you, not just the one you think you want. First, lead with movement and texture, not trend. When you describe what you want, emphasize soft layers, face framing movement, and texture at the ends. If you're aiming for a pixie, insist on length on top and a gentle blend at the sides, with texture that catches the light. If you want long hair, ask for layers that start around the crown, so the length doesn't feel heavy and flat. Second, bring a small bundle of intentional reference photos. They don't have to be perfect matches, but they should show what you want in terms of texture, lift, and how the cut frames your face. Your stylist will use those cues to tailor the cut to your unique head shape and hair texture. Third, don't fear a trial run. If you're transitioning to a shorter cut, you can start with a soft lob instead of jumping straight to a crisp bob. If you're leaning long, try a long shag trial first to feel how it changes movement and light on your face before committing to a full, longer silhouette. As you consider your next appointment, remember this: hair is a tool, not a rule. The right cuts can bring a natural lift to your expression, a brighter sparkle to your eyes, and a sense of ease in your everyday routine. The wrong cut can do the opposite: silence your textures, flatten your cheekbones, and make your glow feel optional. To recap, the 3 anti-aging cuts are: a soft, movement-filled layered bob that sits safely between chin and collarbone, a textured pixie with longer, textured top for height and fullness, and a long shag with face-framing layers that keeps things alive, light, and directional with your natural texture. The 3 ones that age you are: the overly short, texture-free cut that flattens softness, the blunt, one-length style with a heavy fringe that can square off the face and drain warmth, and the extra-long, straight, weight-heavy look that drags the whole face downward. If you walk away with one takeaway, let it be this: your happiest hair after 60 isn't about chasing the latest trend. It's about choosing texture, lift, and movement that work with your natural features. It's about understanding how a single inch of layering or a slight shift in where the layers begin can change the whole reading of your face. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing for weekly practical style tips tailored to living fully, boldly, and beautifully at every age. Share this with a friend who's ready to rethink her next haircut. And when you're ready to talk to your stylist, bring this mindset with you: I want hair that frames my face, moves with me, The right cut is a collaboration. Your eye for what looks good, your stylist's skill for shaping it. And with that teamwork, you'll walk out, knowing your hair is doing exactly what you want it to do. Enhance you, not overpower you. Thanks for spending time with me today. You're not just aging gracefully, you're styling your years with intention, one thoughtful cut at a time. Here's to hair that reads as a celebration of who you are right now, with confidence, ease, and a little extra glow.